And hello, welcome back. This is the second video about my Phoenix vinyl rap collection. Okay, so I'm gonna be showcasing all of the vinyl records that I have that are from the city of Phoenix or just Arizona in general, and it's focusing on rap music because I collect everything that Phoenix or that Arizona put out in terms of rap vinyl. So this is the second video. There will be a few more of these. All right, we got it. If you haven't seen part one, please feel free to go back and check that out. All right, so let's just get right into it, okay? We're going to start off heavy. I'm going to show you, I've been showing like 10 records per video. And some of these records that I'm going to show you today I'm going to show you records that kind of go with each other, different records that go with each other. You'll get it. Anyway, we're going to talk about a guy named Von Tell. Now, Von Tell was on this label, Faux Life Records. Okay? So you're gonna hear about Faux Life, more than once. I think I mentioned Faux Life in the first video with Buki. Now, Von Tell, this is a very interesting artist, okay? So, as I've mentioned before, I moved to Arizona, Phoenix in 1998. I've said that like a zillion times on different videos. The reason why I say that over and over again is because I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've lived in Mississippi. I've lived in Detroit. I've lived in, I have stories from all these places. Plus, I travel a lot. So I think it's important for me to make sure that you know these different locations so you don't get them mixed up and think they're all from the same place. Anyway, Von Tell was an artist that dropped soon after I got here. Actually, speaking of the vinyl, now I don't know if he dropped in 98, 97, or 99. Man, this is, let me just check. This writing is so small. What does that say? 98. Okay, so the same year that I moved here, his vinyl started dropping. And Von Tell was more of a West Coast type of rapper, like, G-Funk type, music, definitely that whole West Coast feel. So I started picking the stuff up, and they were playing him on the radio out here, and this actually is his album called Visions of a Dream. And this is the whole album. And this album actually, let me take that out. It's still sealed. Like, I've never actually opened up his album. Something that was interesting to me is I remember reading, because I'm trying to figure out, he's got a song. Let me see if I can figure out what song that is. I really should. Okay, let's see here. He's got a song on here with Roger Troutman. Hold on. I would like to find this song. I thought it was Dream No More. Is that it? I don't see it. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, there it is. A song called 602. 602 is the area code for Arizona. And I remember reading in an article, he was being interviewed, and he was saying that he had to sell one of his cars I guess he had a bunch of cars, and he had to sell one of his cars just so that he could, pay Roger whatever Roger was charging to be on his record. I thought that was some serious dedication. And this is the actual single, the Dream No More single. And let me put. Well, we're gonna come back to that. I remember this was like the first Von Tail album that I've ever bought, and I'm gonna play some of these songs too. I think we can get away with playing little clips of them, but a very interesting story. Wow, look at that. That one is still sealed, so I must have another copy in here. So the Dream No More 12-inch single has For My Homies on the B side. Okay, so that's actually the 12-inch single. The full-length album, which I got way later. I think this might have been the last one that I actually found. But I found it like years later after, well into the 2000s. Before, way after I found the singles. Now, I remember I was in a thrift store and I found his album on CD. And when I found that album, because I was like a real big eBayer back then, and I didn't think too much of it. I bought it and I took it home. Like I said, by then I had already had the full-length album, and I took it home, and it took me a few weeks before I got around to posting it. Well, when I finally went to post it, I'm inspecting the CD. I open up the CD case, and there's the CD, the correct CD wasn't in there. Instead of the full-length CD being in there, there was the CD single. Now the CD single was Dream No More. But let me show you, this is the regular version of Dream No More. This is the remix of Dream No More. So this was produced by DJ Battlecat. So that's very cool as well that he got Battlecat on the production. You gotta be kidding me. I think somebody took... Wow, because this one is sealed too. And I know I have open copies of these records. All of these are sealed. That's crazy. Anyway, so interesting thing about this record. Now, this was when I bought that CD, this was before I owned this 12-inch. At that point, I had only owned the Dream No More 12-inch single, and I owned another one, which I'll get to in a second. So the J card, or whatever you want to call it, for the Dream No More remix CD, or for the Dream No More album, obviously that was for the album. It had the full song list on there. But like I said, it was a single, the remix single of Dream No More, that was actually in there. So when I posted that CD, I just put in the description, hey, this is the single. It doesn't have a proper jewel case. It doesn't have a cover or anything, because I'm not exactly sure how that single was released. And so I'm just, when you sell stuff online, and I stopped selling on eBay years ago, but when you sell stuff online, you just got to put all of the details, as many details as possible, to let the buyer know exactly what they should expect. So I put on there, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So I listed it, and it was just going up in price. I think it got up to like $50, $60. People were bidding on it, right? So this one guy, he offers me a buy it now price. I don't remember what it was for. I think it was something like $80, something like that, $75, or it was something. It was more than a 60. So I'm just like, yeah, okay. I mean, all right, And back then I wasn't, because this was years ago. We're talking maybe the early 2000, 2001, somewhere in there, 2002, somewhere in there. Uh, I didn't know how to end a listing or anything like that. So it was almost like the thing just had to play out or whatever. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, I just remember the bidding had ended when the auction ended. It ended, I think it was like $120, something crazy like that. So of course, you know, this guy's like, hey, where's my, $70 CD? And I'm like, hold your roll. I was out of town for like a week at the time. I was like, you're going to have to go. He was like, where's my CD? When did you ship it out? Blah, blah, blah. He's like going off because he, probably saw what it ended for and was like, hey, we already had an agreement. And he was from overseas somewhere too. So he had paid me when I agreed to take the buy now. He sent me the money right away, but I didn't ship it out. So I'm out of town. I'm telling this dude, slow your roll, homie. Like I'm out of town right now. Just chill. But I was desperate to hopefully find another one. You know what I mean? And let me say this too. Like as far as his, because this was in my head too, and I don't remember. I can't absolutely recall if I'm saying this stuff in chronological order, but at some point I had got a email from this guy in Japan, and he was looking for all of this like independently released, random G rap from the United States. And he sent me this list. He was like, here's the artist, here's the name of the song or the album. He wanted all of this on vinyl, and then here's what I'm willing to pay for it. So the I didn't recognize any of this stuff. It was all stuff I never heard of except one. And that one that I did recognize was the Vontel album, Visions of a Dream. And he said he was willing to pay $100 for this record, which, I didn't own at the time. So I was like, that's strange. And that's when I first started realizing that a lot of people, especially people from Europe and from Japan, they were looking for all of this indie stuff, all of this indie rap from, different cities. They were just heavy collectors. And so that kind of gave me an idea of when the CD single ended at $120 or whatever it was. I was like, oh, people really, digging this stuff. And like I said, this particular guy who had made me the buy now was from Europe somewhere. So I started trying to track down Vontel. I'm like, I can't find him. I can't get in touch with this guy. So I go on MySpace, and I was looking for him on there, and he had literally, it was within a week of him starting an account on there. And I found him. His account was probably less than a week old. It was something like that. So I said, hey man, whoop-de-woo, I'm looking for, any of your vinyl or CDs. Do you know where, do you have any that I can buy? Because I'm like, hey, I need another one of these Dream No More remix singles on CD so I can sell two of them instead of one. And I also, why not? Let me see if he's got the album on vinyl. And so I'm like, I sent him a few messages, maybe 2 or 3 messages, and he never responded. And eventually, he did respond. And the response was just a website, and that's it. It was just a website. So I went to the website, I looked him up, and the website had this piece of vinyl right here, which is Visions of a Dream, but it's not the original pressing that was on Faux Life. It was just like a white label. Let me see if I can get close to that. Well, let me pull this out because you can't see through that plastic. So it was just on this white label. It says Faux Life on there, but it definitely wasn't the original pressing that looks like this. This label is, completely different. So I don't know if Faux Life pressed this or if somebody, if Vontel got it pressed up on his own. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I've never had the pleasure of actually meeting Vontel. He was, I never met the guy. I never saw him perform live during those days, but he was very active around the city, and they were playing his music on the radio, and you could go to the record stores and see his vinyl and CDs. So I went on there, and there was like 5 copies of this left, and so I like bought all 5 of them. And at the time, I was not collecting the Phoenix rap stuff like I am now. Because like now, whether I like the record or I don't like it, I still want it. I want every last single Phoenix rap record. I just want them all. So I bought all 5 copies, and I sold all 5 copies on eBay. And I think they all went for around $50, $60 at the time. I'm not exactly sure. But I ended up sending the CD to whoever had won it, and then the guy who offered me, I refunded his money because I was just like, he was just like, on my back. And I was just like, dude, you know what, man? I keep telling you to chill. You're not chilling. I'm sending you your money back. I'm done. And he was like, no, I don't want the money back. Just, I'm like, nah. So I sent him back. He wasn't happy. Who cares? And I later on, when I decided to collect all of the Phoenix rap, that's when I was like, oh man, all of these records I've had, that I don't have anymore. And you're gonna hear about some other records too when I show them, where it's got a similar story. Like, I had it at one point, I got rid of it, I sold it, and then now I need it back. And some of them I may never get back. I'm not sure. But let's play some of this Vontel. I'm gonna play the regular version of Dream No More, and hopefully we'll be able to get away with this.
I used to listen to Sugar Hill, bragging $8 bills when I was hungry like Jack for a meal. My favorite part was Wonder Mike. Chicken homie tastes like wood, these streets ain't no good. His talent shows in the hood. Watching Melvin Lewis blow it up with his Michael Jackson dance step. Fool trying to get a rep, and he got it. Getting freaks, homie, fresh out of college. A long arm with her own escort. Any credit cards and things, they coming up shove. When he would floss them in the hood, it was all good. Watching big booties on these young tender cuties. He let a nigga do his duty. Play hot and go get it, put it in the young plague is playing our dreams no more. Dream no more. Close my eyes on a journey. I knew soon you'd set me free. Dream no more.
You know what I mean? Okay, let's listen to a little bit of some of the other ones.
So much money to make, so many women to break. When we dropped out of school, was that a plague's mistake? Moms moved to the other side. It's racist people, man, I hated that life and I ain't never lied. Had to struggle for our own good. Watch my homies and my G's turn to thugs to fiends in their own hood. It's a shame what we put our mama through. Knowing fools don't care on who they bring the drama to. Like for you, it's always...
See, I dig this, man. I didn't dig it as much then as I do now. I mean, I liked it back then, and I played one of the songs in the club because I was all over the clubs back then. Let's play 602. Let's play a little bit of that, the one that had Roger Troutman.
At the age of 10, I could have bought me a Benz. Went and rushed me a house, cause I was sleeping on my grandma's couch for too long. It's time to move on. I'm up early in the morning trying to get my hustle on. Then to come to stop, they tell me what they hitting for. The homie Dre sneaking lick out the back door. It's all good with the homies in the hood, trying to get the cream as good as we could. My nigga Bug, you make the cheap for 500, and niggas wanted. I sold dope to the fiends, and now I'm hunted. Killing my own kind, yet I paid it no mind. Didn't want to see the signs, all about getting mines. I sold green by the mile, what you didn't know. Committing sin, we smoking weed and drinking brew. But the niggas get straight from the tree. Another prime example of the gas my wealth.
I don't hear no Roger in there at all. But that little snippet at the front was from the back of the song before that. And I just realized that Roger Troutman is on 2 songs. The other one is called Say Player. So let's listen to that because I definitely heard him on that one. Let's see.
Oh, what's up, V? What's up, dog? Dog, I know I said I was gonna take care of you, but nigga, that's my motherfucking word, nigga. I'ma look out for you, nigga. You in good hands. Y'all, pop the hit, y'all. Problem until we go forever. Oh.
We wake up from taking all my jewels back, like Shorty the pimp. I was born to Mac. In case of separation, judge you give you the stiff. Cause you a player hater, steady dipping in my mix. Check it out, I need the ends. Condominiums with the bins. Sleeping with some twins. Spending up your ends at events. Knocking famous models with chips. No.
Okay, not this one, but the one before it actually did not. It sounded like Roger, but that was produced by Battle Cat. But this one is actually Say Player. That's produced, or that features Roger Troutman. Very interesting. Very interesting. So that's this one. That's this version of the album, which was the second album. So yeah, this Vontel, great artist. I hope I get to meet him one day and have him sign one of these records. And in the meantime, I gotta find where my open copies of these 2 albums are, because these are sealed and I'm leaving them sealed. They gotta be in his house somewhere. Anyway, this one that I just played, I just recently got my hands back on this. Like within the last year or 2, I got that back into my possession. Thank goodness. All right. We spent a lot of time on that one. Let's keep moving. Okay, next is a group called the Boondocks. And this is a 12-inch, and it's the name of the song is Boon Side. And this was remixed by DJ Fade. Absolute Phoenix production and DJ legend over here. I knew these guys personally. I got real tight with them. Big ups to both of those dudes. Who was it? Atom Bomb and what was my other man's name? I can't even think of his name. Please forgive me. But this is Boondocks. You're going to hear from them again. This is the 12-inch single. But I am eventually I'm going to show you the album, the full-length album of that. Let's take a look or listen at the Boondocks.
Take control, throw your hands in the air, move your ass and say ho. No time to think, put down your drink and get biz. I'm down to make this party hype, so you know who this is. I be the freestyle energetic, you know I won't let it. I gotta rock this party hard, well if I can't, you're pathetic. So get this, hit running straight through your veins. Girls grab a guy, guys do the same. It's time to keep this jumping, bumping, moving. Girls keep it swinging, guys keep it grooving.
Yeah, my boys right there, the Boondocks. To be continued on this. I'm going to show you guys the labels in case you want to go out there and pick some of these gems up. Okay, next up on Nasty Boy Records is MC Magic from the Nasty Boy clique. And this is actually a 4-song, well, this is a 3-song 12-inch EP. This was produced by MC Magic and features Just the Groove, Lost in Love, and High School Thing. MC Magic, if you don't know, Phoenix legend. Let's take a listen.
Something brand new with a dope, devastating bass like in the background. And through the whole town, it's the hip-hop sound. Giving you lo que necesitas. In the club, tomando margaritas. Just chilling with the whole posse. All the fellas, yo, and the cutie. Get up, start to shake and get with this. Es un rap that you cannot miss. Cause I'm busting out like a hardcore rhino. While the competition just rhinos. Let the beat put your body in a trance. As we move a groove so you can dance. MC Magic sounds so legit. Yo, sweet lady, let them know we won't quit. Lady, senorita, and that is why I wanna say that you're the best. 1,000,001 ways just to express mi amor. I know that we will be together. So sing to me, baby, and sing forever. I wanna be with you always, together forever to.
So this was released in 1991. I'm not exactly sure if that was before the Nasty Boy clique or after the Nasty Boy clique. If I had to take a guess, I would say that was before, because I think the Nasty Boy clique was pretty active well into the 2000s because they were signed to Mercury Records. You know, might have been one of the first Arizona rap groups to be signed to a major label. Don't quote me on that, but it's quite possible. Okay, moving right along, the next one, AZ Mike Mill. This is a song called What Up Though. Mike Mill, my memories of him is he used to host this huge Arizona hip hop festival where he would just bring all these groups together and they would perform, and it would be like an all day kind of concert. I hope I'm accurate on all that, because we, no question, we actually performed there. Um, so yeah, you'll be hearing from Mike Mill again on this these videos, because I actually have more than one record from him. But this is What Up though.
What up, duh?
Mike Mill, let's say.
Come on.
Mike Mill, can't you see? It's all about you and me. When you rhyme, you blow my mind. I feel it all through my body.
Come on. Screen just bounce, my money come in large amounts. Can the DA clear me of all these counts? B.I.G. reppin' the V, Far West baby, to the extreme, let's get it on, hit the freeway. Punched out on blast, me and Twerp in an avalanche. You got work, we can chop up, a meal ticket and cash, and have us all up. We can ball up, DC, what up dog? ATL, what up dog? AZ, what up dog? Big Texas, what up dog?
Yeah. So he just mentioned somebody named Twerp on this song. We're gonna hear more about Twerp in the future. All right, so here's another like AZ MC slash producer who's been making a lot of noise. This record, this is Anglo-Saxon, and this is called Unplugged. This is a single. This is on what Universal Music. Yep, right out of Arizona. What year was this? Because this had to be, yeah, this is 2005 right here. Ill MC right here. Ill Producer right here. Look, see, I got it marked. And I got 2 copies in here. So if I got them marked and I got doubles, you know I was messing with this heavy. Let's take a listen to Unplugged. Is that what I'm showing on here? No, this is the B-side called Lead, featuring LMNO from the what's the name of that group? LMNO from the Visionaries. Let's take a listen.
Bringing the blessed hip hop for you.
It's the simple things, the good things, the clean rhymes, the non-question itself, the non-hard times. You can get caught up in the scene, all scenes to re-see. Try to mimic the scenery, just be yourself, it's easy. Stop trying, deliberately styling is definitely lying. Now wait, I'm not saying that looking good is a crime. I'm saying feeling from an image is a sign, yeah. Come on, cause a change gonna come before you make a habit out of looking real dumb.
So don't let change the tone of the tapped out industry. I'm here cause of mercy, not controversy, nor technology or theology. All the compression couldn't save your session. Inflate depression when visionaries step in. Bless the words that affects all, and the beat to make you move like Rexall. Yeah, people, whether or not they will admit.
All right, so let's take a quick listen to Unplugged, the A-side.
Dictates on how they're living, it's a they should just pass the pen over to the television. The televised vision dictates on how they're living, it's a given. Swear if you copy your pixel, you end up lost in a mixture, part of someone else's picture this.
All right, some underground backpacker rap right there from Anglo-Saxon. Let's keep it moving. Okay, so this last artist we're gonna look at for this video is like one of my favorite Arizona MCs. This is the homie Acko Mac. And this single is called Ghetto Anthem. But before we get into Ghetto Anthem, I want to show some of Acko Mac's earlier rap stuff when he was a part of a group called Smooth Connection. And this is one of their first 12 inches. This is called Diamonds Aren't Forever. This was I don't see a year on here. Let's see. Oh, this is a test pressing. How cool is that? I never noticed that because I have more than one of his 12 inches. This was another single they did called Cry of Freedom. And what year does this say? 1990. Okay, so that's some old school flavor right there. So let's take a listen to Cry of Freedom. Love that song. This is like a, like the rap singing thing that was going on right there. I want to play you a little bit of Diamonds Aren't Forever. Okay, so she's not singing, just singing. She's also rapping as well.
But it's too late, I don't want you near me. Speaking of devil, girl, you had to be one to do all the devious things you've done. I read you page by page, chapter by chapter. I read you like a book and your end reached disaster. Believe me, girl, there'll never be a sequel. I'm taking my love back just like the recall. Julian, true love, a fact that you lacked it.
Okay, so there you have it with Diamonds Aren't Forever. And this was released in 1991. Okay, so let's bring it up to more modern days. This Ghetto Anthem, man, this doesn't have a year on it. But this was definitely the mid-2000s. Mid-2000s, somewhere in there, from an album called Acmonic. And let's play a little bit of that. Let's see.
Bouncing in your ghetto while you're chasing all your cheddar. Right. Get your derbies on tilt with your khakis on crease and your K-Swiss travelers. Bring your white beaters and house shoes. Flex your tattoos and represent who block rules. 7-7 caddy, 6 foes on low. Pocket full of stones, only me modo. OGs post up with hairnets and afros. Pimping like Millennium style Maceo. Rock the block with the socks over your knees. Gangsta lean with your cornrows freeze. We gon' pom pom with the gold on the D's and we're pom pom. When you disrespect these, I wanna see all hoods and projects let's connect. As we mob worldwide with the lobes over your eyes, bandanas, suspenders, chrome up on the fender, skull caps, ski gloves, and fest clubs when we enter. This is for my heroes, essays and letos, bouncing in your ghetto while you're chasing all your ghetto. Right.
Okay, so that's Ghetto Anthem from Acco Mac. Love this record. And just for some reference purposes, Acco Mac went on to form a group, Bionic Jive. I know a lot of you guys remember Bionic Jive. This was their live CD and some other demo stuff on here and remixes and all kinds of stuff like that is on this DVD that came out years ago. Still got mine, as you can see. But yeah, Acco Mac was originally a part of Smooth Connection, and this is not the last time you're going to hear from Smooth Connection or Acco Mac, because we got more coming from them. All right, so that's all we're gonna do for now. This is part 2 of my Phoenix, Arizona rap collection. There's a lot more to come. Stay tuned.